Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to episode 64 of Tifosi Time, the Serie A podcast that 2 out of 3 family members will rate as not that bad. streaming,
Our,
streaming.
our
What?
family members are saying.
Yeah, our family members, of
Okay.
course. How do you think we're getting that high score?
Uh,
We're coming to you live on Twitch, YouTube, 9 p.m. Eastern, New York time. Also available on every podcast or platform you can listen to. Um, if you guys have found us, like us, subscribe. It makes us feel good, and it helps Chris's self-esteem. So,
a little bit.
say hello, fellas.
Hi.
Hey.
All right, we have a busy show because we have 2 rounds of Serie A action to cover, which we're not really going to do. We're just going to actually start off with round 15, a quick kind of highlights of what happened in round 15, and then we're going to spend a little more time around 16. So, Dan, why don't you MC some thoughts around round 15, please?
Yeah, because these games were midweek last week, and I can't remember anything from yesterday, so let alone these games. But it was pretty much straightforward as far as the results. There's a couple games, a couple upsets. You had Sassuolo tying Napoli, which Napoli without Anguissa and Osimhen, you're going to see them struggle a little bit. You had Bologna upsetting Roma 1-0. And then you had the insane game, 8 goals, 4-4 draw, Lazio Udinese. Then the rest was pretty much straightforward. All the favorites pretty much won or at least grabbed a point.
You're right.
Yeah.
Verona tying Coyotes, not that good, though.
I mean, yes, that's a bad result. They got a good result this week.
Ultimately, the week was just a bad week for Napoli, right? I mean, they tied. Everybody else kind of did what they had to do. So,
yeah.
Napoli was winning 2-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were winning 2-0.
Sassuolo came up to 1-2, and
Scamacca keeps scoring.
They annulled the third goal for Sassuolo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they took away the third goal for Sassuolo. Sassuolo played pretty good, I thought, this game in the comeback.
I always loved them.
Napoli Sassuolo plays really well against the good teams, and then they dip off against the easy teams.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, like we said, that was about a week ago, so I can't go into too much more detail about those games. I don't remember.
Udinese was winning, I think, 3-1.
That game, wasn't it back and forth, that game, or no?
I think Udinese was winning.
They weren't. Lazio came at 4-3.
Was it 3-1 or was it 3-0 Udinese?
It was 3-1.
3-1.
It was 3-1 Udinese. Lazio came back to tie it and then take the lead, and then Udinese scored the last couple of minutes to tie it up. So it was a back and forth game. It was an exciting game. 8 goals.
They both ended with 10 men, right?
Yeah.
8 to goal. It's this kind of game. It's what people want, a lot of goal.
Well,
but when there is a lot of goal, that means the team they are not that great.
Yeah, but it's the way the game has changed.
That's why they say the best result is 0-0. I mean,
I don't know who says that. I don't say that.
Yeah, but 4-4. It's a lot of mistake on defense. In that talk. Well, 4-4. It's unusual. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd rather see 4-4 than 0-0.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I know. But
for a neutral game, especially, right, where you're just kind of watching and it's like,
I'll take Juventus 4-4 draw over a 2-0 win.
All right, so anyway, that's round 15, and then what we had more games this weekend, so that's what we're going to concentrate on because that's what's fresh in our minds and what is most up to date. So I made 3 cards, the games that I want to focus on. The first game I want to focus on, I know we usually start with Juventus. I do not want to start with that game because I know Daddy over there has a lot to say about Mourinho and Roma. We're going to start with that game. 3-0 loss from Inter. Inter won 3-0. Holy crap, was this a bad game?
This was terrible.
Wait, he's been dying to tell me his thoughts on Mourinho, so I want to give you the floor.
All right. Inter is a good team. Nobody put in the discussion. But it's a relative. I think Rome let them do whatever they want. They lose since the beginning. Mourinho put an 8 defense.
Yep.
Yeah.
When he's proving already, or even in the small team like Venezia, Verona, and everything, they put Inter in trouble. in the beginning because they were pressing them.
Mm-hmm.
Roma, the way they play, they let Skriniar. He got better technically, I mean, compared to the past. But the defense, all the defense, the Ambrosio, whatever, Pastor, they play like nobody,
Yeah.
nobody.
They
They
like a
play like
scrimmage.
Yeah, they didn't stand a
at the
chance.
field. When you a team make Inter play like that, they lose for sure. Inter look beautiful.
Yeah.
I want to.
Everybody should know. And Mourinho, that's why I say I didn't like Mourinho at all. Because you see, Mourinho, instead of complaining about the people, the player he don't have, I decided the way he should encourage whoever he has. We should make him feel them good, all of them. And now, if you was a good coach, you play the game. In order to play the Inter against the Inter, you have to attack them, press high, not let them breathe, like all the small team did with them.
Mm-hmm.
He did the vice versa. He stayed eight defense, and let them play like that. They kill you, and they should have scored 7-8 goal, not 3 goal.
Yep. Chris, your thoughts?
No, I agree with him completely. The tactical, the whole thing was just a mess. He's right. They had to attack. They just sat that back, and it was like, all right, game's over. Like it was
You lose the game. You
Yeah,
already
yeah.
understand.
it was a mess.
He made
And
it
to
very.
go on what he was saying, he's right. Like Mourinho says, hey, we have 11 players. Like, what does that say for the rest of your team? Like, well, I don't want to play for this guy. He doesn't even like me. Like,
Yeah, and if to stay on Mourinho, I think he went to go see their under 23 team today live. Like that's how like fed up I think he is with his roster. Like he's like is looking for young guys to bring up.
He live a Borja on the bench.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't like him. So
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think at a
What do you
certain
mean
point,
it's not like?
I think at a certain point, you lose the credibility as a coach. First of all, the guy hasn't been successful with the last 3-4 teams he's been with, 5 teams, and now you come and you insult 11 of your 23 roster, basically say they suck, right? I got 11 players, and you put them on the field with the back foot, basically saying, "Hey, come and beat us. We shouldn't be on the same field as you." That's what he said to Inter.
And he's home. Yeah.
And then you're going to blame the players? I don't know. I think it's mostly right. It's like leadership. It's like the team takes from the head, and if the head thinks we suck, guess what? You're not gonna outperform anyone. So
and
not a good look.
Mourinho admit the Inter is strong. It's strong. They lose already in the beginning to start.
Before the
So
game
if
started,
he wasn't coach, he say, let's play the game. At least we come out with the honor, to play a good game.
well, that's what I mean.
Like all the team play. Even if never trick forward, younger forward to put a name and say one stay in front of Bastoni, one is screener, and one and the other one in the middle. And press them. Don't let them play.
What's the point of a coach if he's there to say we're inferior, we're going to lose to this team, and kind of set up the excuse in the beginning? The coach is there to get the best out of the teams and beat teams they're not supposed to beat, not to go, we're worse, we're going to lose. Like, what's the point?
It's the Mazzari tactic, right? I'll lose 2-0, right? Like,
yeah,
but I only lost by 2. Like, who the hell? What is that?
But
Leave it Zaniolo by himself. What are you supposed to do? No midfield. No pass it to him. What are you supposed to do?
But is this a way for Mourinho essentially begging the owners to bring in some players? This is
No,
his
that
way.
I think it's he's going to get fired. I think what he's doing is going to get fired.
I think he's not. I think he's
they already talk Everton once.
Yeah, Everton.
If Benitez sits out, they want to have Everton is going to. Yeah, but that's not the way. I think he's overpaid. Come on.
This guy, I hate to say it, is another version of Conte, except he doesn't win as much. Because he comes in and he complains about his roster not being good and how, he needs players and blah, 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 blah. It's like, well, how about you do something?
Yeah,
how about
you're right, because Conte is saying the same thing over at Spurs. He's saying we need a massive overhaul, So
yeah, but Conte, at least they buy people for this.
At least
he wants this guy, this Switzerland, the Schal, what's the Switzerland? It's number 10. He could not get that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the team's fault. But you don't put the other people down.
Yeah,
because the whole thing, right? When you're a coach, it's to build up the roster, right? Whether you're coaching a team corporate or you're coaching a sports team, you don't want to ruin the roster.
And you better them, you improve them.
Yeah. Instead of building them up, you tear them down. Like, what is the end game here? To get half the team to say, I hate Mourinho, I'm not going to play for you? Like, where does that go?
Everybody can coach Real Madrid.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Well, so to stick with Mourinho, because then I do want to talk about Inter a little bit. He started with 5 defenders, which they don't usually do. 4 defenders is usually what they do.
But look where he put Ibanez.
But that's
right
what
wing,
he
right
puts
wing
his
back.
best center back on the right.
Ibanez is one of the best. He put on the fix to defend on the right to didn't touch a ball.
Yeah. Instead of playing him, I don't
usually when you put 5 people in defense, you tell them the 2 extreme to go up.
Yeah.
To stop the defense in there, not to stay in the
Tactically
defense.
all wrong. It was terrible. It was really bad.
I mean, really, what was he trying to accomplish other than trying to get fired? Or to put some...
I don't think he's trying to get fired.
Oh,
He's not
they say, they criticize him, and they say on the second half, he came with the same people, the same player to defend the 3-0.
Yeah, how do you not make changes at halftime?
Listen, you guys, this is a slippery slope, right? When you come in and you tell the media and you say, my roster is not good enough to compete, and basically what you're saying is the presidents, the people that run the team don't know how to make a roster. I'm stuck with the guys that I can't even field the team with. You're putting pressure on the owner. You're putting pressure on the president, the people that pick the players.
The player feel like shit.
And you make the players feel like shit. So that's sounds like you're isolating yourself to get fired.
And then you put them on the European Cup. They get a 6 goal. Why you pretend them to kill themselves for you?
Could you imagine?
Exactly.
Could you imagine how someone like Brian Reynolds feels right now? A young American, like.
Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, he's not very good right now. I don't think I would play him either.
Like, come on.
Yeah, but Chris is right. The point is, anyone that's not on that 11, right, is like going, wait, I'm not good enough to play with these guys after that performance. And then whoever just said it, it's true. Like, once you lose the team, they're going to go kill themselves when you lose 6-0 in a UEFA Cup when they go, the coach doesn't have my back. Why should I have his back? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't understand as a coach psychologically.
You say, in front of people, say, I have a 12 player, 13 player. What are you talking about?
Bad
And what about the rest? The other 12?
That's what I'm saying. And what about those players that I'm sure you spent some money on? Talk about devaluing them if you want to sell them, right? These guys aren't even Serie A players. I'm stuck with players 12 through 18. Can you sell them though, or what? Do you want me to give them away? Like, if I was management, I would fire.
Hey,
I would try to fire for breach of contract. I really would.
On the other hand, Napoli lost to Atalanta. Did you see what Spalletti said about that? Oh, they were missing the 4 or 5 of the good player. He say my team was beautiful.
Well, I mean,
he lost to a beautiful team.
In Rome's defense, they were missing Abraham and Pellegrini.
Who?
Rome was missing Pellegrini and Abraham.
Yeah, that's a nice excuse.
I'm just saying they were missing players.
As a coach, what you want to do is you want to build your team up to go. It doesn't matter who's missing. The next player is going to step in, and we're going to be able to win. Right? He's going to cover for the person who's missing. Not to go, oh my God, we're missing Abraham. We have no chance. Like, if that's what the coach, imagine the players.
If you forgot, Juventus went to play to Napoli with 7-8 the reserve. Didn't say nothing.
I don't give that as an excuse to any team.
They could say we have to postpone the game because I don't have enough play. Juventus could say that.
I don't give that as an excuse to any team.
Napoli's tried to do that before.
But I'm saying, I mean, this is just, again, I don't understand psychologically what he's trying to do to his team. Right? Because at this point on, I think he lost half the team no matter what.
It's not. It doesn't seem like a good atmosphere.
When you put in, you wanted them to kill themselves for you.
That's what I mean.
And then it's a no. It's a no. A coach is good until the player want to, because if a group of players start to decide to go behind him, he's out.
That's what I'm saying too. So that's why I say he's very close to getting fired, right? Because if enough of his team turns on him, and all of a sudden they start losing 4, 5, 6 in a row, 7 in a row, because they're not playing, then he gets fired. Like, that's just how it works. Unless his goal is to just get paid for not coaching, Because I don't know what the goal is. Like, Rome doesn't have a lot of money.
I don't think he's sandbagging it on purpose. I don't think he's like mentally.
Well, then he's incompetent. Then
maybe he's not as good as a coach as everyone thought he was.
Then psychologically, he doesn't know how to get to his team, and he's incompetent.
And he hasn't shown it in the past few jobs he's had.
Because you're either unwilling or you're unable, right? And if Dan's saying he's not unwilling, then he's just unable. That's just
I believe that more than the other.
You see this information. Do you believe one of them they play off the field? Do you believe? It's possible?
What do you mean?
Come on. Inter, they play off the field.
Oh, yeah. So let's talk about Inter a little bit because we should.
But they play off the field. When you see this, you put Zaniolo
Shomurodov.
Now, put a Borg Maiolo over here. Tell these people to press this 3 people over here. And so the team to come up.
Mm-hmm.
So get out for 5.
Yeah.
Let us show that they're smart, that they're quality.
Mm-hmm. As far as Inter, like you said, I can't really judge them all too much on this game because for me, in their eyes, this was a scrimmage game.
Yeah.
And it was, hey, you get the ball the entire time and do whatever you want with it. So, of course, you're going to put in 2 or 3 goals when you're allowed to do whatever the hell you want. So, yes, they played better, obviously, but am I all that impressed by them? No, because Rome showed nothing.
No, you know what this game accomplishes? So Inter's a better team. We know that, right? But you know what this game accomplishes for Inter? This is like the ultimate confidence builder.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
This is like when you go to a tournament when you were young and you played some crappy team and you win like 6-0. You're like, oh, we feel good about ourselves. And a team like Inter, which was coming up, Napoli's stumbling a little bit, Milan stumbling. It might be just a little bit of confidence to get them now to pass those other teams a little bit, right? Because Rome didn't even put up an effort. Yeah, Rome didn't even put up an effort.
Mm-hmm. So very, very disappointing on Rome's end, especially, I mean, you're home. Like, come on. Those fans must have been disgusted. Yeah. Like, how could you sit there and watch that game?
Pissed if I went to
No game at all. No game at all.
It was very bad. Chananoglu scoring on a direct kick from the corner kick, like Zaniolo not covering the near post through the goalies, like the whole thing was just a mess. It was bad.
But I don't understand too. I don't understand one thing. Did you see the goal corner kick? Everybody they told us from the beginning one is supposed to be on the post.
Yeah, the near post. Nobody was there. Zaniolo.
Let's never mind the goal Quadrado scored because that's difficult. It's you cannot judge the ball and go probably in the other corner.
No,
Chananoglu's
corner kick.
This one the Inter score. If someone was on the post.
Not only that, it went through Patricio's legs. Like it should have been stopped. It was not a goal that should have went in. But
I also think it just shows bad accountability, right? Like as a coach, don't you want to instill accountability? Your players like, look, it's 11v11. You have to beat your man. You have to own your space, right? But when the coach comes out and goes, "Oh, we got beaten," and then he goes, "Well, our team kind of sucks," right? It's like,
and one of the he didn't talk to him pregame. I don't know if he talked to him after game.
You know also what I noticed? Roma never he did use a roll of the offside trap.
It's because they were in their own box.
They were in their own box. 8 people.
They were in their own box.
Mourinho told them, let's stay in defense. Let's not move up.
Yeah. But
that's what he must have told them.
For me, the really disappointing thing about it is you're down 3-0 at halftime. You make 0 subs. You make 0 adjustments. You're just like, screw it.
Yeah, but you know what? Allegri would have done the same, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I mean.
No, Allegri would be out if you do a game like that. Because, listen to me. Allegri could pick whatever it is, right? But when the Juventus suck, it's another next best year. But when they play against Juventus, they don't have all that advantage. Juventus prove with Atalanta, prove with Inter, prove with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Juventus don't make the team play. The other team play like and do whatever you want.
Well, so let's go to the Juventus game. I think we've pretty much covered this one. Let's go to Juventus versus Genoa. 2-0. I do not. 2-0 win.
Hello, 50 Stitches of Blue. I don't know who that is.
Yes, if you're in the chat,
welcome.
feel free to comment. 2-0 victory for Juventus against Genoa. This is coming off of the 2-0 win against Salernitana, so 6 points in a week for Juventus.
This game sucked.
This game, I mean,
they suck because you could win 7-0.
This was disgusting.
I'll give you.
Why
No, even the Kuleveska liked the game.
Yeah, I think we played decent, and this game was still disgusting.
They were going to win 7-0.
Yeah, but that's
although 7-0. And the end, we were us fans. We were thinking maybe they scored 1 goal and they want to tie the game.
Yes, well, that's what it felt like, Frank.
That's what I mean.
And what's his name? Allegri, he did the right to take Morata out because he was nervous. It could be 10.
And
so
he was for some
reason, they would have scored a goal. They would have lost 2 points.
Well, he even did it at halftime. He took Pellegrini off because he had a yellow. He was scared.
He did right. He did right.
So, Frank, you didn't watch this game. They were up 1-0.
I saw it afterward, highlights of it.
Yeah, so they were up 1-0. Quadrado's goal. For me, that's a fluke goal. I mean, he got lucky on it. He even said he didn't mean to score that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's still we have the same problem. Bentancur, Sandro. Bernardeschi's moving lately. You know
I liked the way Bernardeschi played.
Morata
Bernardeschi's played decent this year.
He missed a lot of goals. He should have goals.
Listen, Sidigu also made a few good saves. He made,
he's the only professional on that
team. Best of the game.
Yeah, Sidigu saved 4 or 5 chances that I remember off the top of my head.
For me, he was the player of the match.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, to win 2-0. Look at this roster, man. Like, Genoa's awful.
And listen, it's without Rovella.
I know.
And the announcers were saying that Rovella is like the only one who can play on that team, and they sorely missed him.
But here's what I saw, and again, I didn't get to see the game because I was going to the airport, but I saw the highlights, right, and the extended highlights, and from the highlights, it seemed like we created more chances maybe than we had in any other game.
A lot of chances.
Again, 70% possession.
Should have finished 7-0 and with the risk to tie.
So to me, that's a good sign, right? Like sometimes the goalie can have a day, you can hit the post, you can have whatever. Yes, Genoa sucks,
but that's a problem too.
At least they show their willingness to win, to attack.
Yeah. I mean, look, yes, it was 1-0 with 4 minutes left, or when did we score the second goal? I don't even remember. But
82.
Yeah, 82nd minute. At least they took control of the game. How many games do we see them play a small team this year where it was like we had two chances on goal? Right?
They did, but I'm telling you, we were watching that game, me and Dan, and I said they're going to tie this game. That's what it felt like.
So that's what the entire second half felt like. Especially once he put Pandev in, I was like, Pandev's going to score. This is the one guy who's got semi-talent on this team. He's going to score.
Yeah. I think everyone was
he did the right. He thought he did the right because he thought Pellegrini with the yellow card. But at the moment he switched, we saw the difference.
Yeah, Sandro immediate fell off because Sandro's not as good as Pellegrini.
Go back. He's saying, Allegri have the meat. They go the defense. They go back. The ball back. Come on. Hey, you don't tell them to go up. Yeah. Sandro, all time to go back.
So really quickly, going back to that sub, we said Pandev, and what I say, Dan, I said the $20 million man Portanova is going to score.
$20 million man.
$20 million man. Yeah, that would have been awesome. No, I mean, look, it's hard. Okay, so like we just said, Inter, it's all relative because it's Rome played like crap and tactically set themselves up to lose. This is a Genoa team that's really struggling without Rovella. Now, if they had Rovella and the game played out the same way, maybe they would have scored get a tying goal.
They could have the goal scored by the Eggs. Portanova came in after.
Well, that's what Chris just said. The school goal. So, do they really have 0 shots on goal, even wide? Is that correct?
Chesney could have picked flowers.
Just energy shit. No.
Like he didn't need a shower after the game. He did absolutely nothing.
Well, so at least again, I think this is for Juventus. We talk about building momentum. We said 5 games in a row. They've won 2.
They can do.
Yeah, they have to win 5.
Believe they can do. If we do 5 games, look, after the first 5 games, we are close to all 4 of them.
Their schedule's easy enough. They better do it. They don't make a run here. They're done.
My point is the same thing. If they can win 3 more of the 5 games, right? I'm thinking then they get to hopefully they're within 7 or 6 points of 4th place. right? By the end of that.
Now they are 7 points.
No,
Yeah, right now they're set.
I thought they were
From the
10.
first
I thought they were
7
10
points
right now.
now. Atalanta 34 and they went to 27.
Oh yeah, I can't do math apparently.
I think so.
So.
So the next 3 games, if we got 9 points, we're going to take another 3-4 points to all.
Hey, listen, Atalanta won 5 in a row. Remember when we said that a while back? We said, can they put a run?
We'll get to them because them and Inter. Those are my top 2 teams. Those are the ones that are going to pass everyone.
Guys, Atalanta, you know I love Atalanta, but still I don't think they played the way they are.
No, you're
That's
right.
my point.
Right. They haven't
won 5 in a row, and they're still they're not even playing.
No, but they don't play the way we used to love them.
No, you're right.
We're gonna go to that game. You guys.
So for Juventus, I will say this, right? And I think I said this maybe like a show ago or 2 shows ago. Everything went wrong for Juventus in the first 13 games. I think we would all admit that, right? Like
the first 3 games, 3 contra 4 games.
I'm going to say the first third of the season, everything went pretty much bad. I think it's going to balance out for the other teams too. Like I think they're going to lose some points, right? Like it's not going to.
Should.
Well, yeah. If you play every week teams like Rome that don't even try, then fine. They're not even going to lose.
Listen, we are in the meantime in this cycle over 3 games. There is the other team. They have Inter Napoli.
Yeah, they play each other.
There's 3 games. They play each other. So you know what that means? Them they can take a point for each other. So if we win the next 3 games, look, we are going to be close.
I think I just expect too much from this team. Maybe that's the problem.
No, Christopher, we're not going to win this championship.
No,
but still the 4th place we can get.
Yeah, they're definitely not winning the championship.
Don't forget, there was a year. Now, I don't think the team is good enough, so I'm not saying they're going to win the championship or anything. But there was a year where Juventus made up, I think, 11 or 12 points.
13 points.
13 points on someone like with what?
We had the team at that time.
A good team. Right. That's the difference, right? So now I'm not trying to win the championship. I'm just saying, can we beat out somebody for the 4th place, right? I don't know.
If you think about it, if we start winning, all 3 teams in front of us, all 4 teams in front of us, they're going to lose something.
What it's going to come down to is us.
Or not.
Yes. Well, I think what it's going to come down to, though, is every head-to-head game we pretty much lost.
If we keep on winning, we have we have to play them, each one of them.
That's a big.
And so if we keep on winning, we take a point from them too.
Go ahead, Chris. Would you say that's a big what?
That's a big if they keep on winning.
Well, that's the first step, right? The first step is win these next 3 games versus the easier quote-unquote games because nothing's easy, right? And then what you have to do, though, is in the beginning, so far in the season, Juventus, every time they've played a big team, they've lost. They haven't won any of them. Wow. So in the second half of the year, when they play Inter, they play Milan, they play Napoli, they play Atalanta, they have to win those games. They can't lose.
We lost just the one, two. We lost. We tied.
Lost to Inter. We lost. Do we tie Atalanta? We lost
Inter. We lost to Atalanta. We should win.
And what was the Milan game?
3-3, I think. Fair tie, I think.
Yeah, I'm saying we have to get those head-to-head next time have to become wins.
For me,
we have to beat them.
It doesn't even come down to that for me. Because the teams that play each other against it in the top 7, they're going to take points from each other. Every team's going to take points from each other.
Listen to what I say.
Hold on.
But if we win this 3 game, we're going to catch them.
Okay. I don't think so, but because they don't win against the bad teams. That was the point I was going to make. Inter wins against the bad teams. Juventus is already messed up against Empoli, messed up against Udinese. They lose all those games.
That's the best.
Okay, yeah.
Well, that was my point, Dan, though. I think you're saying the same thing, right? Like when I say the first 10 games, 12 games went horribly wrong, like Juventus can't do that again. They have to almost have a perfect second half of the season.
And they're not going to.
I mean.
You think if Empoli came to win in Torino, we're not going to go to win in Empoli. Come on.
And Empoli's not a pushover.
Yeah, they just beat 3-1. They won today, right?
Yeah. Empoli's not a pushover. Verona's not a pushover. These teams aren't pushovers.
No, they're not. Fiorentina's, the Veronas of the world. Like, there's not.
Juventus plays Bologna soon. You don't think Bologna's got a chance to win that game?
When Empoli beat us, we not really deserve to lose. They play okay, but we're not really good. They kill us.
But they did.
Era buono, vedi, era buono.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Don't you think that's going to balance out though? Like the Udinese game, the Empoli game, games where they could have won, they ended up dropping points every
maybe on
time.
Juventus's end it'll
Yeah.
balance out, but on Inter's end it's not going to balance out. They're going to take 6 from those teams.
I don't know. You don't think Inter's going to have any bad spell?
One or two.
That's
They're
a
not having.
pest, Frank. That's a pest. Don't go back and think like Mourinho. They left the player out already. You say
I would leave a lot of players off this team. I would.
No,
pull
I'm saying-
Mourinho.
I'm saying Juventus is going to have a better second half of the year than we did the first half. But it's a question is, there's a lot of points, right? I mean, we have literally 10 points between us and Inter.
11. No,
No,
11 from Milan
Milan, yeah.
It's too much.
and 10 from Inter.
Let's
Wait,
go.
you guys. This is a. You're. What are you saying here? You're saying 10 points for what? You guys expect them to challenge for 1?
I
No.
want them to get within. I want them to be within 5 points of, let's say, second or third place, with like 10 games to go, right, or 8 games to go, because you can't just be like, I'm barely chasing the 4th place
So you're
team.
talking more top 4. You're not talking.
Yeah, no, I'm talking top 4. It would have to be a complete turnaround and collapse for them to win at this point, right? Of all those teams.
Yeah, because that's not happening.
But Frank, it's a difficult because they cannot not collapse all 4 of them.
That's what I'm saying. It would have to be
They-
Juventus
they
wins
not.
every game.
That's what I
and
say. I
every
go
other
for
team-
the 4th place. But in the meantime, I say if we win the next 3 games, we're going to be close to all 4 of them, and then we go from there. Then we go when we eat each other. When we be
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It has to be like that. They have to win those 3 games because
And they're winning Champions League in the middle of that.
Hey, why not, Daniel? Why not?
Yeah, why not?
If they win their next 3 games and they can get to the end of those 3 games and be within 5 points, let's say, of 4th place, that's better than what we expected if you asked us 4 or 5 weeks ago.
I tell you another thing, Daniel. I sound optimist, right? But if for any case, they would get it in January, Zakaria and Vlahovic, maybe we could think even on the championship.
Shut up.
He wants to sign 2 expensive players in
No,
January.
no, then wow. Zakaria, you know how much he make? $700,000.
Yeah, but you still got to buy the guy.
You still
No,
have to-
yeah, it's at the end of the contract.
Well,
They
that's
think
next
to
season.
give him 1.5 million for 2 million. You get it.
Well, I would keep him, let him walk at the end of the season.
Yeah,
I don't need your
would.
pity money.
I don't need your pity. $1 million. Get out of here.
Your peer. Yeah,
He's saying salary like 1.5.
Oh
2
yeah, the
million.
salary. Yeah, he's young. He's not doesn't make a lot of
Yeah.
money. That's totally reasonable. But I'm saying,
No, I'm talking Zakaria.
yes, I know who you're talking about.
So if he make 700,000 now,
Yeah, he's gonna
we
go
want
to
2
$1
million.
Yeah.
He's jump right away.
Yeah, but how much is it going to cost to go get him?
Wow, 2-3 million because
No way. You're nuts. No way.
Oh, this guy in 22 is free.
Yeah, I get it. So if someone's giving me $2 million, I wouldn't even care. I'd keep him.
Yeah,
And
but
just let him go and do-
then you know what happened there? What happened? The guy, the decision from the player, it's who give it to him more money.
Yeah.
And you
Is
know
there
Juventus
any
is
chance?
frustrated.
Is there any clause in Ravel's contract to end the loan early at
I
half?
believe there is. They can.
I
I
think
think they can terminate it early.
Because honestly, like if I was Juventus, yes, Vlahovic and these other guys would be great. If I had that option to end the loan early, I would show some balls and show some ability to spot people that can play and bring Ravella back for the second half of the
So
season.
I agree with you, but only if we can move Ramsey and
Oh,
Robbie
no,
out.
I don't even care. Ramsey, you could sit on the bench. For me, I'd take
No.
Ravella in.
But he's got to play.
Yeah, he's gonna play. That's what I mean. He's coming in and he's
Yeah.
playing. He's playing
Yeah.
with Locatelli, and I think we improve our team. And he's ours. Why not do that? Why not bring him in and
I
bring?
agree.
Okay,
All right. Let's say if they could bring Rovella and buy Zakaria without the forward, right?
yeah, we got way
still have a
better.
chance.
We got way
The
better.
midfield
Yeah.
would be fixed.
Yeah,
They're still missing the number 9.
yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
saying
but-
to if we can't afford it, but at least that makes us better, right?
Yeah,
and
but-
those are
but
doable.
once you have the midfield, you can get a goal.
Well,
Yeah.
things improve for sure.
Yeah.
I hope so,
yeah. And those are doable moves, right? Like that's not like, oh, spend $100 million. That's bring your own guy back, show that you have the guts, and go
Yeah.
get this player who's expiring maybe for $3-4 million bucks and bring him in.
It'd be
Like
nice. we'll see. It's going to open up soon. Hopefully, there's some action. There's usually not a lot of action in the winter. We'll see if there's any. Let's go to the Atalanta Napoli game. This is the other big game of the week. Atalanta won 3-2 at Napoli. This game was back and forth. We had Atalanta winning at first. Then Napoli took the lead 2-1. Then my boy Demiral scores a striker's goal. And then Freuler scores in the 71st minute to win for Atalanta. Huge win for them. They are undefeated on the road. 7
What a
wins.
fun game. I wish we saw games from Juventus like this. Like, when's the last time you saw a game like this? This was fun, right?
It was fun.
It was a fun game. It was a good game. I still agree with Daddy said earlier, though. Like, to me, this is not Atalanta at the top, right? Like, Atalanta, I feel like, is in third gear right now, and there's 2 more gears.
The MVP's still missing, so relax.
Yeah, Gosens is still missing. Yeah. And you see what a difference he makes, by the way.
Of course. He's one of the best wingbacks in the league.
Not that Zappacosta's played terrible this season.
No, but you can't compare.
Yeah, I know. But he's played better than I thought he would. But, I mean, you're getting in the midweek, you're getting Pasalic with the hat trick, who I said, you play him up top a little bit more, he scores constantly. He's way better when he plays more advanced. They're getting contributions from other people. You know, Malinovsky with another goal. Zapata, he doesn't score. He does so much.
He does everything.
Even though he doesn't score. He
set up like all their goals, like 2 of their goals.
It's crazy how good he is.
Demiral is growing, though. You notice that? Demiral is growing a little bit like Romero grew. I wonder if
because he's playing.
Yeah.
I've never seen him make a run like that forward.
Because the guy tell him play tranquil, play cool.
Yeah.
He used to play cool.
It's very, very interesting and a great win for them. You know,
listen, part of me was, and I love Atalanta, right? I hope they win the league. If not Napoli, then Atalanta. But I was kind of hoping for a tie just to make them have, instead of 34 points, have 32 and be closer to Juventus for 4th place.
Yeah, because, I mean, as a Juventus fan, you want to get that spot. But, I mean, I'm never mad when Atalanta wins.
No.
I'm telling you, I think I root for them more than Juventus.
Listen,
I'm not trying to be a jerk. Like,
before the season, we all picked Atalanta to win the thing, right? So we want Atalanta to go ahead. Definitely not Inter.
Yeah, definitely not Inter.
So, and you saw Napoli.
Inter play well.
Yeah, they are.
They are. You got to give them credit.
They're playing well. Yeah,
play well. And the whole difference, I told you, they didn't play well. You know what? With the small team. The small team that went to play against them.
Yeah.
To face them.
Took it to them. Yeah.
To press them, to play against.
They were even saying that at the halftime, the Inter game. Like, press these defenders. Why are you giving so much time?
Teams like Sassuolo will give Inter a hard time because they'll play the opposite of what Rome did. You know?
Verona, remember, it was a win in the beginning.
Yeah.
It wasn't play up.
Right? So since Napoli's last time we talked about Napoli, now Koulibaly's hurt too. So they have Osimhen, Anguissa, and Koulibaly out. So they're hurting all over the place. Which sucks. Ruiz wasn't playing either. Yeah,
but Mertens has been awesome.
Mertens is coming back in form from 2 years ago. 3 years ago.
He's really fresh. He's really on fire right now.
And I'll tell you that Malqui, there was a couple movements forward where he looked pretty decent. Like, he had a good stride to him. He was fast. Had a couple one touches. He had some mess ups there later on in the game too. But for a guy who never plays, I mean, he's better than Sandro in the one game. I know it's the other side, but still.
Yeah, no. I mean, I thought that for someone who literally plays I think he's played 30 minutes total the entire season.
That means Spalletti treated him good.
Yeah, and Spalletti was in the stands.
It's an Spalletti's an Mourinho.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he has a different relationship with his players than Mourinho, obviously.
And see, they lost the game and say, I love the way we play. We lost to a good team, a beautiful team that played better than us.
Yeah, I think if you're a Napoli fan, you can't complain how Napoli played. I thought they played decent. Lozano had a chance where he slid in and the ball hit his ass. And he could have scored.
One of the best game Lozano did.
Yeah, but he even had a chance. He should have scored more. It could have been 3.
That one that got caught under his leg.
It's just come on, hit it, man. So again, not the best result for them, but we expected them to be a little bumpy since they have all these injuries.
I
Hopefully,
believe. And then even Loboga got injured.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, what are that? They have Deme and Zelinski in the midfield. I think that's
if
it.
you
They don't
think
have anyone else.
about with the formation they put it right, without all 5 titular, they play very, very good.
Yep.
Very good.
If I'm a Napoli fan, I'm not disappointed with how they played, and I'm not that concerned even because.
Well, you're disappointed because you're home and you lost an important head-to-head game, right?
Yeah,
and
they dipped to third place.
Yeah. I mean, you want to win, right? But they played well. I mean, it was a good back and forth game. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like Rome Inter where one team doesn't show up and you're like, what the hell,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was what a disgrace. That if you're watching Italian soccer and you're showcasing that on Paramount Plus, like, holy shit, is this what we're watching? Man, that's bad. Anything else to say on this game?
Oh, another things. You know what they say? Some critic, the Inter play with 12.
It looked like it.
Guess who was the 12?
Yeah. I mean,
Orange.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Well, you know what? So I'll say one thing for Napoli now, right? So we say all these teams, like, are they going to stumble? So now they lost, and these 2 results in a row that are problematic for them, right? Let's see now if this turns into a stretch of 4 or 5 games with these injuries where they start to lose points, or if they rebound right away. Because
still, don't forget that the water was when they had the championship in Africa.
Yeah, so that's another problem.
They got injured before.
Listen, I don't think Osimhen's going to be back for that. I think he's going to miss that tournament.
No, he's 3 months he's gone.
Yeah, so he's not even going to that.
And let's not forget Ngise too, right? How long is he out for? 8 weeks?
He's out a while. These are long-term injuries.
Those are, if they end up winning 2 of the next 6 games and tying 2 and losing 2, Inter and Milan and Atalanta are going to pass you, and you're going to be chasing.
They're dropping out of the top 4 if they only get that. They get 1 or 2 wins in the next 6. That's not good.
But the all one in shape right now. It's Inter.
Yeah, and Atalanta's growing.
Yeah, by Milan.
Milan's falling. Napoli's falling.
Don't think it's going to be.
No. Milan and Napoli are falling. Inter's going up. Atalanta's going up.
Because Milan has a problem for Africa too.
Yeah.
Yes.
And injuries too.
Yeah. Let's just hope they don't all fall except Inter, and Inter gets this huge run.
20-point lead for Inter. Yay!
I don't think Atalanta will let Inter run away with it.
No,
I think they'll keep pace,
who's to play well in Inter right this year, better than the other year? Perisic.
Yeah.
He's
playing good this year. Yeah.
And now Darmian's hurt for them, right? So Dumfries got the start. Not that I want to go back to that game either.
Dumfries should be playing way more anyway.
Offensively, he's very good. Defensively, he's not good.
Who is that?
Dumfries.
He's good.
That Dumfries okay.
I like him.
Well, he's going to get a chance. He's going to get a chance now. So
physically, it's all right.
Yeah, Dom, throw up the table for the rest of the games, and we'll briefly go over those.
Our producer's getting bored. He wants us to move along.
So you had round 16, the rest of the results. Milan 2, Salernitana 0. Pretty straightforward there, no surprise. We do have, since we last had this show, Kayar's out for season.
He is?
Hurt. Yeah, Kayar's out for season.
What's his injury?
His knee.
Kayar. That's a big loss for Milan.
Who?
Kayar.
Yeah. Even in this 2 weeks as a Leao.
Leao's now hurt.
But Kayar's a big loss.
So,
he's solidified their defense last 2 years.
Frank, really quickly to make you laugh a little bit. Guess who is thinking about recalling from loan?
Who, Milan?
Yeah, take a guess.
Oh God.
Of course.
What do you call it?
My boy.
Oh my God.
Caldara. Caldara is playing well.
He's playing good. He's playing good because he's playing. So
I just thought that was funny.
Yeah, you guys laughed at me for Caldara. That was one Atalanta player that never really went up, from one of those years with Atalanta.
Yeah. They're gonna have to make a move in the transfer.
Yeah, but Caldara was was a lot injured.
Yeah, he's hurt all the time.
Juventus, Milan.
Well, I
was
wanted
injured.
Juventus to get him. We did get him, right? And then we gave him away.
Yeah.
For Bonucci.
Yeah, for
What a
Bonucci,
move.
right? For Bonucci, yeah.
So right now they have Romagnoli, which you can't trust. They have Gabbia, who's young and you can't trust, and Tomori's even hurt.
When's
so,
Tomori come back? Because he was a big
Well,
loss.
he's a back.
Yeah,
he's
Tomorrow's
back.
So hopefully he can stay healthy, but they still need to go get a central defender.
But Kyer for the last 2 years, he's been one of the better center backs in all of Italy.
Yeah, he's been great.
He's really been, he's not a name that gets as much props as some of the others, but he's strong. He beats his man one-on-one.
Kaya in a certain something look like, Kaya like Barzaglia. Barzaglia we got in German for $300,000.
Yeah.
He changed his career around.
Yeah. Hey, listen, they're both from Palermo.
Kaya went to win German too.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing well.
Yeah, but do you remember Kyer was on Palermo too, right? And he played well. We saw him on Palermo and we said he was good.
Yeah.
And then, and he finally put that all together.
But when Milan signed him, no way they expected him to turn out to what he.
Well, no, because when in the years when we said he was going to be good the way he is now was probably 5 years before he came back 6 years ago. You know what I mean?
Some kind of was the same situation Barzaglia.
Yeah.
Barzaglia when he went in German.
Just said that.
Yeah.
Other games, you had Fiorentina beat Bologna 3-2. Vlahovic had another goal, penalty shot goal. He's tied for the lead with Immobile with 13. You had Spezia draw to Sassuolo, which again we said Sassuolo plays good against the good teams, and then they tie Spezia, who sucks.
Spezia was a 2-0.
It was
right?
2-0.
Yeah, and then Raspadori scored 2 goals. Which is good because Raspadori hasn't scored since week 1. So he.
And
Venezia was winning 3-0.
Yeah, all right, we'll go to that. Chris, what were you going to say?
No, I mean Sassuolo had a goal taken away too, but
yeah.
Oh, but Venezia was winning 3-0. Oh.
Yeah, Verona beat Venezia 4-3. Venezia was up by 3 goals. Verona came back. Venezia did get a red card in this game, so it was 10-11. Simeone with 2 goals. That second goal was so nice.
Yeah.
Both goals were nice.
Did
they
you
were
see
finishers.
I didn't see that one. No.
Go watch the highlights, seriously.
Both these goals, he chipped the goalie on a breakaway, and then he blasted one from 25 yards.
It was
out.
beautiful.
It was beautiful.
Like the one at Juventus.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, you know what? Maybe he'll be playing for the Is he Italian?
No, he's not Italian.
Can we make him Italian?
No.
We're making everybody else Italian.
Yeah, but this is the best year he's doing.
By far.
Well,
He's got 11 goals. He's doing really well.
He's got 8 more than Morata.
The other year she did the triple goal or something.
Well, he scored. I saw a stat that he's the first foreigner, or one of the first few foreigners to have 10 plus goals with 4 different teams in the league. So he's done 10 goals, but he, to get to 15, 16, he doesn't do that. He probably will this season, I would think, right?
You think
but
so?
you see, about even the Dominic say Morata can be still good if they have a good midfield, right? But Morata, you know what they say about Morata, the Juventus fan? He say he kick it out or he kick on top of the goalie.
Yeah,
but
that's the thing.
Sometimes that's the moment, when everything could go wrong.
That's what it is. He's not when he's in form for his 10 games, he'll score. He'll score.
The chance he has, you know what I mean?
One thing I want to mention about Morata, and I don't know if you read the papers, if they talked about this, so I'll ask you because you follow it a little bit closer. When Morata got subbed, he went at it with Allegri. What were they yelling at each other about? Did you see that? What did they say what that was about?
What do you say? You risk it to leave the team in one man.
Okay, so you said play with your head.
Say, but Morata say, I didn't do nothing, he say.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was, but I just didn't know. I wanted to clear it up. Because he was playing stupid. He was playing like an idiot.
It sucks because I like Morata as a player.
No, me too.
I don't want to see him struggle. Actually, he's one of the players I like on the team.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
The problem with Morata is right now he's feeling the weight of being the number 9 and the team not scoring goals.
Well,
and I think
for Spain.
I think mentally, he's managing to put it on top of the goalie or miss every time. And when he's in form, he'll get those touches and he'll score.
Very fragile.
He feels the pressure.
Yeah. He's not Trezeguet.
Because if the team don't play well, you don't play well. But if everything can turn like in positive, Instead to be more lucky, he can make you sit and go.
In fact, what Morata does, even when he's not playing, when he's not scoring, he'll create some chances himself with speed, taking people on that Inzaghi or Trezeguet never did. But Inzaghi and Trezeguet, they put the ball in when they got the ball. More consistent.
Don't forget one thing. Juventus is, I think, one of the last one will score a goal.
Yeah. We're at the bottom, right? We have
goals scored.
We have 22 goals for.
Yeah, it's bad. Let's continue with these games. You had Lazio beat Samp 3-1. I think I'm the only one who picked that correctly. You guys all were on the Samp bandwagon. Immobile had 2 goals. He's tied with Vlahovic for a lead. You had Empoli beat Udinese 3-1.
Udinese was on top.
Udinese was on top, and then I can tell you, Udinese. I like Success, the forward, and I like Beto. They have a good combo.
Looks decent. Success.
Those 2 guys are good. I think Success
they're big and strong. Success
is a lone player, I think. Beto's there.
Beto.
Yeah, and Success.
Beto's just a big.
He's big.
But they're not too. They're okay.
It's not Zapata.
It's not terrible.
No, he's not Zapata. No.
How about my boy João Pedro?
So the last game.
Pedro played a beautiful goal.
1-1 draw versus Torino. João Pedro with the bicycle kick. If you didn't see it, go watch it. It was very, very nice. He scores all the time. So yes, bring him to Italy. Start him in the March games. Let's do it. Come on.
I'm down for that.
All right. So that's the games. Let's do our predictions real quick. Are the table down? What are you going to do? Let's do the table.
So the table is Inter. No, that's wrong. Milan's first. So you found the mistake.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
So
Milan's first.
Brought to you by Whiteout. So the table is Milan first place with 38 points. Inter second with 37 points.
Where did you find that?
Bro, I made it 5 minutes before this freaking thing.
Napoli with 36. Atalanta 34. Juventus with 27. Tied with Fiorentina at 27. Roma in 7th with 25. Lazio 25, number 8.
All right. So Juventus is up in a Europa League spot now. You see that? Last week it was conference, and this week it's Europa League.
We're making moves.
We have to look at the Champions League.
I know. I'm joking. I could care less if they're in the Europa League. I wouldn't care if they made that. So yeah, there was movements. There was in a week 6 points, 6-point swings sometimes.
Yeah, Napoli dropped to 3rd, right? Yeah. So Atalanta up to 4th.
Dom, go to our predictions because Chris had a hell of a week. Oh my God, did he ever? So out of a possible 8 games that we picked, Chris picked 6 of them right.
Oh shit!
Really? Wow, that's a big week.
It's impressive. He took the lead in the totals. He has 26 points. I have 24. Frank has 23, and you got 15. You're climbing up. You were at 8 just 2 weeks ago.
You see what I am now?
Yeah, you're getting there. You're getting there.
Oh, so you come. I'm like Juventus, so be careful.
Yeah, okay. I'm not too worried about either of those things, but okay.
If I win the next 3 games,
you did get Juventus.
Hey, I did get Atalanta Napoli exactly right.
Yeah, he got the Juventus game exactly right. Chris got 1 game exactly right too, I think.
I did.
I think
no, I didn't.
No, you just got the 6 points. So for those who don't know, we do this once a week. We each pick a game. We pick the winner, and then if you gets the score right, you get an extra point.
How come I don't have nothing over here, Pietri?
It's there. It's just really light. You can't see it.
It's there.
It's there. 2-0. You got it right. You got 2 points for that. So Dom, go to the schedule for the week 17. We'll each pick a game, and then we'll quickly do the Champions League or the games this week. All right. So who wants to go first, picking a game? I haven't looked at this. This is my first time. I mean, I made this, but I didn't really look at it.
It's a solo, lads.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's a good one.
You want to go with that?
Sassuolo Lazio, I go 3-2 Lazio. 3-2 Sassuolo.
he covered himself up real quick on that one. He's like,
I'm
not picking Lazio. Get the hell out of here.
2-1 Sassuolo.
2-1 Sassuolo. I'm going to say 2-0 Sassuolo.
I'm saying 3-1 Sassuolo.
All right, they lost.
Somebody else picking. I'm going to pick a game. I'm going to pick Hellas Verona versus Atalanta. And I'm going to say 1-1 draw.
What is that?
A Verona versus Atalanta.
2-1 Atalanta.
2-1 Hellas Verona.
Oh, all right.
Ooh.
We got 3 different picks there.
I'm between a draw. I'm between the draw here and Atalanta winning 2-1.
Remember, Champions League for Atalanta in the middle of the week too. So
yeah, I'm gonna say 1-1 here.
Draw. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so who didn't pick a game? Frank, you didn't pick one?
Let's see. What do we got here? Udinese Milan.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 2-1 Udinese.
1-1. 1-1.
I don't like this game. I'm gonna say 2-2.
1-1.
And I think the last game, do you guys want to pick the derby? The Genoa versus Sam?
I was going to pick that regardless. So.
Yeah. All right. So what do you say?
Who?
Genoa versus Sam.
So
2-1 Sank.
Both these teams need to win, man.
Although their president just quit because he's in trouble with the law. And
he got arrested, didn't he?
Yeah. And their coach is on the brink of getting fired. But 2-1 Sam.
They need this win hard, man.
I'm gonna say 3-1 Sam.
I mean, I don't even know. So you guys are both giving Genoa their first goal for Shevchenko?
I say 1-1.
Yeah, Sam Steve's not that good, man.
But Genoa has not scored a goal yet for Shevchenko. I don't know that it starts here.
All right. Well, then
I'm saying 3-0 Sam.
Oh, yeah.
3-0 Sam. Genoa's fucking atrocious. Get him out of here. Demote them. Get him out of here. All right. So that's that. Not the best games, but there's a couple good ones. Let's go to the cup games this midweek. And there are Italian cup games.
We play against the Busho Sunday,
Yeah. There are Italian cup games this week too for the teams that have to play. So you have in the Champions League, you have Milan versus Liverpool. Milan needs to win this game, but they also need help with the other game. So they're the only one who don't control their destiny. They played Liverpool well the first game. So we'll see. I don't know. With no Leao, no Calabria, I don't know. It's going to be tough.
I think Liverpool's playing their second unit essentially too.
Maybe, yeah. So who knows? It might set up for them. That'd be great to see them, and I would love for them to go through.
Yeah.
Real Madrid versus Inter. This game, I mean, Inter's already qualified, right? So it doesn't really mean anything.
No, Real Madrid, Inter, they go for the first.
They can go for first place, yeah, but I mean they're qualified, which is good. Juventus game doesn't really mean anything. They can't really get first place because Chelsea's got the goals on them, and
no, that's what are you talking about?
Chelsea's got the goals on them in the head-to-head.
Chelsea has a Zenit.
Oh, yeah, Chelsea's got to lose to Zenit. Okay, yeah. No,
or tie. If they tie,
you went to win.
Okay, I don't see that happening. So, for me, I want to see Juventus play Sole. I want to see him play the Winter. I don't want to see Sandro play in this game.
How are they on the Champions League roster?
Well, they're under 22. You can just register.
Oh,
you don't have to register them.
Free.
So, I would like to see those guys get a chance.
Please, we're still trying to get Kyer George more than 2 minutes.
Kyle George gonna go. He's
no,
go
but you know what they say? This game, Juventus is going to do a lot of change.
Hopefully,
maybe Sol is going to play too.
I hope that's what I want to see. And then you have Atalanta versus Villarreal. It's very simple. They win this game, they're in because that's 2 and 3 right there. So let's see if they show up. They're home.
Yeah, but Atalanta need to win.
Yeah, they have to win.
What if they tie? No
if
good.
They tie, Villarreal.
I don't think they
It sucks.
So they have to win this one. They're home. Villarreal hasn't been good this season. They haven't been good in the league. They haven't been good in the Champions League really either. So that's to see them go through. I don't see it impossible.
No, they got to win. They're home. I mean, they got to just make it happen.
Yep. Napoli versus Leicester City. I have no idea what these groups are in the Europa League. I have no idea if Napoli's got a chance to go in. I don't check this crap because I don't care about the Europa League or the Conference League. But they play on the 9th versus Leicester City, and then Lazio plays the 9th also against Galatasaray. And then the big game of the week, CSKA Sofia versus Roma on the 9th at 12:45.
Is Rome eliminated? Because didn't they lose like mad games?
No,
there, like 6-0.
They've qualified, I think.
They have.
I think
Hey,
Lazio's pretty much qualified.
Napoli play the team with Ranieri was coaching.
Yeah.
Leicester.
Yeah.
They've been winning the champion.
And they're nothing special this year. They're in like 9th or 10th or something in the
but
English
I
league.
don't know if Napoli is going to kill themselves.
I don't think they will. I don't think they're going to go all out.
I don't think they're going to go to kill themselves now.
If Napoli get knocked out of the Europa League, I don't think they'll be upset about that because they got other ambitions. I don't think they really
De
care about
Laurentiis, mate.
Yeah, what's the point of these
Yeah.
tournaments then at one point? You know what I mean? It's like, I know you have to manage the season, but it's like, we don't care if we get knocked out. Then why are you even playing?
Yeah, but if you have to decide between one and the other,
Yeah, they're going to go for the league.
Well, they know that they want to definitely get Champions League and play for the league and all that.
Don't forget, Napoli has 5 players already out. You get injured another 2-3 players, you have enough team.
But you guys say that. It's not like no one goes into the game saying, hey, we want to lose. Like, they're going to try. They're going to play.
Yeah, but they don't try more than that. At the certain point,
I think the players on the field are going to try because they should be competitive, but are they going to go all out to play their best or whatever, or rest them? That's where it's, or maybe play them half the game. That's where it's a little different.
Yeah. Anything else? Can I go to bed?
No, I mean, that's it for me. We got a lot of games to talk about next week. Champions League and the week 17. Like, subscribe on everything. I say it every week. Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. What else? I don't know. We got other stuff too.
We got a lot of stuff.
We got a lot of stuff, a lot of content, quality content where we put the wrong team in the top.
Hey,
of the
Dominic, Busha, why did Busha didn't start last game?
He didn't start.
He didn't start because he didn't start. I don't know. Coach decision.
Why does Rabio play so much for Juventus?
On left wing. On left wing.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Adios.
Ciao. Good night.